Yo, what is up YouTube? Back at it with another video here with my week 2 of June update on the ecom journey, the branded dropshipping journey. Yeah, sorry if I look a little rough. It is hot as hell in Toronto right now, but yeah, just giving you the update on how the stores are looking. If you guys watched the last video, I mentioned how we're at 1K days with that store that I tested at the end of Q2. And then 1 week in, we were at 1K days, and then I was going to make the refinements. And those refinements meant like iterating on the offer, trying to improve it to increase conversion rate and revenue per visitor. Also uploading more ads and iterating on those ads. And then also I mentioned that I was going to test a listicle or an advertorial listicle. And basically I implemented all those things that I mentioned last week, and the sales dropped off like a cliff, man. So there's a few things that I want to mention and like some learnings that you guys could take away. The biggest thing that dropped off our sales, I think, was actually the listicle. So I tested the listicle pretty quickly because I have a listicle template already made. So I just had to do the copy. I did the listicle, and then I think around Monday or Tuesday that went live, and I sent all my traffic to the listicle. I didn't split it 50-50. So basically from the point where the listicle went live, sales dropped off super heavy. And I was ready at that point thinking on just taking off the listicle. But I left it for another day just to see. And those 2 days the listicle were live were really down days. And I think for me, that was enough confirmation to be like, okay, the listicle is not it, because the conversion rate fell off a cliff. There's just not enough people going from the listicle to the product page. So the traffic that was coming from the ads would just not move over to the product page. And yeah, that was rough. But I gave it time, and that's obviously a big thing you guys should be doing. Give your test time. And the fact that I sent 100% of the traffic there and not splitting it 50-50, yes, that was stupid of me. If you should A/B test things, and I should have split the traffic 50-50. But 2 days of spend wasted, yes. But it was confirmation that the listicle was not it, and for this specific niche, the listicle doesn't work, which was surprising to me because this niche I thought the listicle would work. I don't know if I'm going to test an advertorial, because as soon as I took the listicle off, the sales started picking back up. And we're under 1K days now with the store, but new ads are live and we have optimized the offer a little bit. Conversion rate has stabilized a bit. We're around 3 to 5%, which is good for our AOV. And yeah, that's where we are right now with the store. I had to bring down the budgets a bit just to help re-optimize, because the listicles, those 2 days, there was just no sales coming in. So the budget had to come down. I think last week's video I mentioned I was at around 500 daily spend. I think I'm around 300 or 400 right now, daily spend for this store. And yeah, the main issues moving into the next week though are, even with the new creatives into the ad account, only one video ad is getting all the spend. And this has happened to me in the past. My first successful store documenting this journey earlier in the year, Q1, when I hit the first 1K day and I recorded it, I showed you guys that basically only one ad was getting the sales, and I was making iterations. I was testing new ads, just nothing could pop off. Bro, I'm actually sweating. I'm so sorry, guys. This is just gonna be a quick video because it's hot as hell. But yeah, couldn't get anything to pop off. So new ads in the ad account right now, and nothing's taking spend. And then as the days go on, I see the CPMs increasing, and that the ad itself is starting to fatigue a bit. The frequency is increasing. So I really need to get a new winning video ad, or this product's gonna die. And am I prepared to let it die? Honestly, yes. If you guys watched last week's video, I said how it's kind of a seasonal product, but I just needed a little bit of wins to get some momentum into the new quarter. And I'm feeling good with this new quarter. I feel like I'm executing, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm sharing. So I guess I'll show you guys the computer. Hang on 1 second. I don't want to leak anything. Okay, so this is like the week so far. You can see we're down on revenue, and I think the last video I recorded was on the 6th. So you can see that the next day it was decreased, and I think I remember now. I put the listicle on halfway through this day. The next day, complete tank. And then I think around midday here, so this is half a day with the listicle, and I was like, okay, 30% drop off in sales, that's not too good. Then it dropped off heavily. Full day of spend, close to $500 in ad spend, and only got 247 USD. So very bad day. So halfway through the day here, I think I took off the listicle. And then 5:15, and then you can see it's slowly climbing back up. I have not increased spend. This is today, so that's why it's still dropping. But as you can see, we're up a couple percentage. And you can see the conversion rate there, bottom right, and the AOV. So good conversion rate, good AOV. So the offer refinements worked. Our conversion rate is good. Just that listicle really took a hit. So we spent around 2 days with that listicle, and you can see the drop in sales, but it's slowly increasing. But the main bottleneck right now is just the creative, and if I can get a new winning creative. So I know I can juice more out of this winning creative in terms of just taking that winning messaging and making it into different versions of ads. So like that's something you guys should do as well. Like you can really take just a winning core message from a winning ad and just repackage it in different ways, different styles, different concepts, and you can keep printing with that. But right now, yeah, just nothing's hit, and I'm just gonna need to test more ads for this store. Alongside that, I did test another product, and I can show you the results as well. Cut it today. I think it was around the 3rd or 4th day today of testing the product, and I cut it a bit early, even though I was getting sales, because I think total ROAS for that product test was around 1.2. And the biggest learning and biggest like takeaway from that product test is just like how important AOV is and how you should be taking into consideration AOV in your product selection. Now, this is something I usually do, but I wanted to just, test my hypothesis and do something a bit different. So this product is something I usually wouldn't test because of AOV, but I just decided to test it to confirm my learnings and confirm my hypothesis. And like it was getting sales, and I can show you the Shopify backend. I'll show you the Shopify backend soon, but it was getting sales. First day, it was good sales. I think one of the video ads were profitable. And then the next day, bad sales. Third day, decent. Today, it looked like it was gonna be a good day. Or maybe I ran it for 5 days, I'm not sure. But basically, just since the AOV was like $30, it's so hard to get a profitable ROAS in the USA with that low AOV. And that's why AOV is a big consideration you need to do when choosing products. And yeah, that's a big learning. I'm only gonna really be choosing products above like $40 to $50 with upsell potential or LTV potential. This product did have LTV potential, but just having a $29 AOV, like a $30 AOV, it's just too tough for me currently in the front end to tank that ad spend, especially when I don't know the longevity and the total, like how far this could scale. So give me 1 second, I'll just bring up the Shopify. I don't want to leak anything, so 1 second. Okay, here it is. So you can see that we started testing this product here on the 9th. And this was that first day that one video ad was getting good sales. And boom, drop off on the second day, little increase on the third day. And then this is when I cut it today. And you can see the AOV right there, but it was just not good. 1.2 ROAS. And I think overall, like something I could have done, which I usually would do, taken like, this is kind of the mindset I was in Q2. Since it was getting sales, I usually would have just killed the video ad that was getting the most spend. But because I just want to limit my losses in Q3 and really focus on profit maximization, I just killed that early. There was really only one ad that got all the ad spend and gave us those results that I just showed you. So like, if you have the money to burn, I would have just turned off that one video ad and see what ad would take its place and how the performance would increase. But with my knowledge on, okay, AOV is so important, I was like, I might as well not do it. That can work on different markets, but since I'm focused on USA, I just decided to cut it, and I'll be testing another product. That was in the beauty niche. That was the beauty store that I talked about in Q2. That was really rough for us, but yeah, we're gonna keep testing, keep learning, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how we're trying to scale these stores. And yeah, that's it for me. Week 2 done, and peace out, YouTube.